Hi, good day to you, Scorpio. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. This is the 14th of September. So, Scorpio, I'm just going to make a little bit of noise here while I rattle the runes for your reading. I'm going to pull out 3 runes. Okay, my eyes are closed, 3 runes. This is a general reading for you guys. Remember, if the reading's not resonating with you, kindly look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. So, what is going on here with you guys? I am seeing this wonderful new energy that is coming through here for you guys. It's almost as though some of you are facing some growth in your life, some change as well. It's almost as though you're going through the sense where you need to maybe focus on what's going on in your home. You need to be very focused in terms of your goals in life. How is it that you are wanting to grow? What is it that you are wanting to do? Some of you are also focusing on your security. Some of you might be looking at situations where there could be pregnancies or births of children. This is wonderful energy of success that is coming through here, that you are reaching this completion of certain phases and looking forward to something extremely new. There's a lot of enlightenment as well, a lot of change, a lot of balance coming through for you guys. So very interesting cards that are showing up here for you. Not cards, runes. So remember, Scorpio, if the reading's not resonating with you, that's quite okay. Look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. And thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking my videos. And thank you for following me. So 2 of Wands, first card to come out. Let's shuffle some more cards here. Okay. That's kind of like just fell out there. Ace of Wands, the Tower, the King of Swords, the Emperor, Aries energy, the King of Cups. So we're seeing the Fool here, 10 of Cups, and 9 of Wands. So you also have, you could have in your chart as well, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be people around you, could be Aries in your chart or somebody around you. And we're also seeing water energy, which is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So yourself, or could be other people around you. Very interesting. This is like really, from the runes message to here, we are seeing that you are going through a stage where some of you are needing to make some decisions and some choices in your life. It's really, like we were saying, it's important to be planning yourself and taking some steps towards the future for yourself, making some choices, having this new passion, this ignited passion in your life. Some of you could be feeling very creative, could be a new relationship, a new situationship. We did say could be pregnancies or births or some new addition to the family. We see this coming through for some of you. And even though you might be feeling as though this is an upheaval, and there's these sudden changes in your situation, this is a wonderful time for working through the chaos, working through the drama, allowing, in some cases, it might be a bit of a destructive energy that is coming towards you, but generally change for some people, especially people who don't like change, they find it very destructive, they find it very difficult. And this is saying to you to adjust yourself to whatever is coming towards you, embracing the changes towards you. We see that there's a lot of lessons to learn from the past. It's very important that you, if you don't have an air person in your space, but it's important to carry the message that the cards hold, which is about you being, very disciplined with yourself, being very serious-minded, having a very high standard for yourself, being very strict with how you are doing things, having the self-discipline. This is very important for you as you are facing these challenges and these changes in your life. It's also important that you allow yourself not to become, it's a bit of a contradiction here, because you have one card that is saying to you, be very practical in how you are thinking. Don't allow yourself to be very emotional. But on the other hand, there is a certain emotional diplomacy that is needed. So it's very much a case of you creating this balance within yourself that, what you do desire is the stability, is the protection, is control of your situations. So it's important for you to bring in this practical energy to yourself. Some of you could be having an Aries person in your space. There could be situations of lessons learned from the past, but also looking at how are you going to be moving forward. And the energy of moving forward is about moving forward with love, allowing yourself to be diplomatic in your situations, balancing your head and your heart, and being fair in how you are dealing with love situations, with relationships, with friendships, and having this fairness in your situation. It's very much a case of you starting this newness in your life and bringing in this beautiful energy of innocence and originality, and allowing yourself to have a spontaneous energy, and a spontaneous energy of love, initiative, allowing this growth to happen, allowing this change to happen. Something, it's good. It's something good that's coming towards you. And you can be very happy as well, because there's a lot of fulfillment in this change. And stability seems to be the theme here. And this is what some of you are looking for. A domestic bliss. You're looking for this domestic harmony, this bliss in your situations, this emotional stability. We see that coming through. But in order for you to be able to fulfill all of this, Scorpio, you need to be very mindful that you need to be sort of like with everything that is happening, be very focused with your energy, be very responsible, take your duty seriously. And even though you may be feeling a bit stressed or feeling as though you're reaching a burnout stage, it's important that you don't give up now, because you are literally so close to accomplishment. Okay, so Scorpio, with this beautiful energy that's come through here, let's draw some more cards to see what more does Tarot have to say for you in your situation. This is really quite a dynamic, interesting start. A lot of change coming through here. A lot of you having to hold on that, even though there's these amazing and intense changes, you've got to hold on to the bigger picture, to what is coming towards you. Okay? Let us see what is coming towards you. You got the World, Six of Swords, the Lovers, Gemini energy, Ace of Wands again in this reading, Six of Pentacles in this reading, Eight of Swords in this reading, Eight of Wands, Seven of Swords, and King of Cups again. Okay, some of you could be feeling as though you're in a situation where you have reached the end of a cycle, almost as though something has been completed and you are ready to move on. It's like there's lessons that you have learned in this situation, and it has been a wonderful time. But you are now ready. You're ready because you're feeling as though you're having a sense of belonging, a sense of confidence with yourself. Some of you might also be feeling as though, whatever it is that I needed to do has been done. So there's this sense of accomplishment that you are feeling. And you are seeing yourself with this lovely energy of being able to move forward. Some of you are able to make some changes, moving forward in your life, maybe even taking a trip. Somebody's truth is coming out here. Some of you are needing to take this trip. Some of you might be looking at immigration. Some of you might be looking at traveling overseas. Some of you might be looking at some kind of a love connection as well. This could be happening. Some of you might also be in a stage where you're needing to learn certain lessons in life, and you are accepting that. You're accepting what you can hold on to. You're accepting what you need to let go of. Lovers card, really it's about relationships, friendships, not necessarily lovers with a love partner. It's all kinds of relationships that we have, and we could see that there's a beautiful love bond as well here. There's a wonderful relationship. There's a wonderful partnership. In some cases, it could be a romance. It could be a lot of unity in the situation, but it's something that could be a very new beginning for some of you. It could be a new love situation, something that is very inspiring, a very creative situation for you, something that could be almost an idealistic situation, but this is beautiful. This energy is like this. There's this renewed passion in your life. So you're feeling this renewed passion in your life. You're feeling optimistic about things. And you really are feeling also very generous with yourself. There's a lot of generosity towards yourself, towards others. Could be time, effort. There's a lot of gratitude as well in your situation. Some of you might be also getting a lot of material help from somebody. Somebody could be there that's always helping you and always there for you. And for some reason, you kind of like feel a bit stuck with the situation. You're feeling stuck. You're feeling a little bit trapped in the situation. Some of you could be feeling as though you need to move away from this, but you could be feeling almost helpless and almost powerless in this. It's just quite a bit of a contradiction when you are needing to move forward. But there's some kind of a situationship or relationship where somebody is maybe very generous towards you, and this generosity is making you feel very trapped in this relationship, almost very helpless and powerless in this relationship with them. So you need to also be very mindful of what's going on in your relationships and how can you what do you need to let go of? What do you need to move on with? It's important that you realize that there's this decisions that needs to be made, and you need to realize if something is keeping you trapped, you need to think about how, what, where, but the whole intention is to move forward with your situation, to make progress with your situation. Some of you could also be receiving news from somebody, something that's going to be quite interesting. But there's also some kind of information that's coming towards you that is not very honest information. You need to be mindful of this. You could be dealing with somebody who is very strategic, very sneaky in the way that they do things. There's a bit of cunning. There could be lies in your situation. But at the same time, the cards are calling for you to be very calm, to be this King of Cups energies come through again, saying to you to be very balanced between your head and your heart. Allow yourself to stay the course. So allow yourself to be in your wise energy, allowing yourself to be very diplomatic when it comes to dealing with people and with situations. So let's draw some more cards here. Okay, let's draw some more cards. Let's see what else is the message for you, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. What is the message for you, Scorpio? Okay, nothing's falling out, so let's draw some cards here to see what is a more message here for you, Scorpio. Page of Wands, Nine of Swords, Knight of Swords, Three of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Devil, Capricorn energy, Two of Cups, Ten of Wands, Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Interesting. You could have these people in your space. You could have, you could be dealing with a female Capricorn person. You could be dealing with a female Sagittarius person as well. We are seeing that there is a lot of things that are up in the air for some of you, but it's a lot of ideas. And these ideas are wonderful ideas that are happening, It's almost as though you've been thinking things over, you're feeling very adventurous, you're very excited, you've got these fresh ideas, but for some reason you are causing yourself to feel very stuck in your situations. Some of you could also be having a lot of anxiety about your situations. Some of you could also be afraid about what is going to happen. Some of you might also be feeling very isolated. Some of you might be feeling as though you're having nightmares or reaching some kind of breaking point. This is a very anxious card. But you need to trust the process. That even though, if you look at it, even though you see all the black crows that are giving you all of these nightmares, there is this white dove that offers you peacefulness and sanctuary. So, be aware of that in your situations, that everything is not as intense as what you think it is. We see that there is a lot of rushing. There could be somebody that is rushing towards a decision or rushing towards something, but literally it's either yourself or someone else that is moving towards something. It's like they're moving towards a direction that they need to follow. You may not be in agreement with this, and you might be feeling very heartbroken, might be feeling very left out or abandoned by them in this situation. But you also need to realize that, people have their own paths, their own destinies to follow, and it's important that you allow this energy of this assertive energy, even if it is not somebody else, it's yourself. You need to have this energy of daring, this ambitious energy, this focused energy to move forward, to allow things to happen for yourself. sometimes, we find the situations where we are dealing with heartbreak and we are dealing with the separation and sadness. But if it's like a friendship where you feel, or some kind of a relationship where your person seems to be moving forward and they're not understanding you, or you moving at a pace that your person's not understanding, remember, there, in any relationship, friendship relationship, there are times when your person grows a little more than you do. There are times that you grow a little more than they do, but eventually everybody meets up at the same space. So allow this learning to happen, and allow yourself to move forward, to allow this to happen, because this is a very important phase in your life right now. And allowing this change, this movement to happen, even though it's a grief situation some of you are facing, you do need to allow yourself. I mean, it is a very painful situation, but it is something that you need to allow yourself to transform yourself and to heal your heart and to move on. I have a feeling like some of you might be attached in relationships and bonds, that you need to realize why were you in this relationship or this bond, and that, even though it may have brought you heartache, you're looking at it in a negative light. You need to look at what was the learning in that situation. There are times when we need to catch a situation, catch an emotion, and there are times when we need to release an emotion. So you need to know. It's very important that you are aware of that. It's also very important that you realize that there is this beautiful fire, Queen of Wands fire energy here. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy here. Some of you need to be very mindful as well. This Queen of Wands energy is about you feeling self-assured, you feeling confident about yourself, and you having this passionate, determined energy, this charismatic energy. It's such a beautiful creative card. Allow yourself to flow with this creative energy, and allowing yourself to be in tune with where you need to be. But it's also very, the devil card, most people get very scared of the devil card, but you need to be very mindful that this is really important, that you realize that you can, either yourself or somebody else is behaving in a very oppressive manner, and there could be some codependency issues. There could be a sense of powerlessness, maybe even limitations in your situation. You could be dealing with some kind of addiction or addictive behavior. So be very mindful, especially when it comes to relationships. Could be something in a relationship that is making you feel quite burdened as well. But you also need to understand that you have this unity, you have this partnership in this relationship, and you need to embrace the differences between yourself and your other person, and have this mutual respect. It's important that you have this mutual respect, and realize that by joining forces, joining forces and becoming one. I mean, it's important that you see that. It's really, you could be dealing with somebody who's very different from yourself, somebody who, also marches to their own drum beat, but there is a close bond and you need to hold on to that. However, you are feeling very burdened by the situation and by this relationship. There is this sense of burden in this relationship. And what I feel is that you need to be very mindful that you are not taking responsibility for everything, and you're not putting everything on your shoulders. It's important that you realize that if you're going to burden yourself, you are going to feel stressed out, and you are going to feel duty bound in many of the things that you are doing. So allow yourself the opportunity to delegate, to really look at what is it that you are facing, what is it that you're carrying. Take a moment to unpack your situations and to decide what is yours and what is not yours, and to move on from that. So it's important that you are aware of these things that you are facing, and not become stagnant and not feel angry with everybody else that you think is moving on, and you are stuck in your situation. Therefore, beautiful card, even whether you have a Sagittarius person in your space or not, this is a card about bringing in this balance, bringing in this peace in your situation, allowing your situations to be full of harmony, allowing there to be serenity in your situations, allowing tranquility to flow in your situations, but also realizing that moderation is very important. So you are going through a lot of changes right now, Scorpio, a lot of emotional changes, a lot of creative changes, a lot of new beginnings. Some of you might be dealing with additions to the family. So there is a lot of change and a lot of growth as well. So allow yourself to move forward, to grow in the situation, and not feel stuck because you are not getting your own way within the situation. So Scorpio, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Please take care. Remember to follow, subscribe, and like, and I'll see you guys again soon. Goodbye.